Yeah, I hope I get to see some gameplay. Oh, it's a cutscene. All right. I like when couples play games together. It's decently animated. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Her redesign looks kind of cool. I like her outfit. And then? Ooh, okay, he looks kind of cool. Why is his face like that, though? Like, is that it? That's literally it? Okay, well, not much to react to then. Terry, Fatal Fury Terry, right? That's Mai's costume. A little more detailed. They got some, like, pattern on it. That's kind of cool. Her costume looks better than her underwear. I like this, like, pants and belt. But, you know, she looks like Elena, right? Yeah, I'm choked Vega didn't get announced. I mean, Bison, I didn't see much at all. I see, like, his pants. So he's kind of like a vagabond. Like, he has, like, the... He looks like, what's it called? Not Akuma. Adon in the comics. He wears, like, a similar cloak thing to hide himself in the Udon comics. It looks very, very similar. Yeah, available now. When do they launch? So Bison's the first character? Man. And then Terry? I mean, I'll try Bison. If Bison plays like he does in the Alpha series, I'll actually be interested in him. Terry, I'm always interested in as a character. Elena, I'll do her trials. That's about it. And then Mai, I'll give her a go because she's a ninja, technically. So I always give him a shot. Her moveset is kind of cool. I don't think I liked her that much in King of Fighters, so I wonder how they'll make her different in this game. They messed up with the graphics. Mai comes first. How do you know they messed up? Did they tweet about it? This looks pretty intentional. Before Elena. Oh, so it's Bison, Terry, Mai, Elena? Is that what it is? I gotta say, to be honest, you guys, like, I kind of hate this. Like, I don't like hating on stuff for no reason, but like, I kind of hate this. I don't hate Bison. I don't hate Elena, but like, and again, I like Terry as a character. I like Mai as a character, but I don't know why they're putting guest characters when there hasn't even been like enough iconic Street Fighter characters in the roster. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many newcomers. They're trying like a Third Strike style roster where like you don't know any of the characters except for like Ken, Ryu, Chun Li, Guile, Dhalsim, like the main World Warriors, and then everyone else is just like a reskin of like an old favorite, but they don't play like the old favorite. You know what I mean? It's just why two crossover characters? Yeah, four per year, and half of them are not even from your franchise. Do you know? Okay, I'm feeling like rage building, so I'm gonna just let it out a bit. Like, do you guys know how many characters Capcom has to pull from that are more iconic than Terry and Mai? You know what I mean? Like, I can understand logistically, like, this is a deal with SNK, probably to hype up Mark of the Wolves, or City of Wolves, whatever. Um, Yeah, like crossover you do like when like as like one spot. Like you know like Tekken 7 how they did like Akuma and then they did Geese, but it was like peppered in. And it was already once like the roster was pretty decently and it was like established. Yeah, like they could literally pull from like Darkstalkers and I'd be more on their side. But when you do this, like it's such a spit in the face. And not only that, Terry is such a meme now because he guests in so many games. He's in Fexel, Smash, right? Like other he guest stars in other SNK games where like they change his gender or and sex just so he can fit into the game. Like SNK Heroines. And like you could like okay, if you're gonna pick a blonde hair ponytail guy, like you already have Ken. Like charismatically and personality wise, he's basically Ken, right? Just way more powerful technically. She's basically Kimberly, or you could make her play more like Ibuki, or even let's say Zeku, right? Or Guy, or even Maki. Like literally, you could put Maki instead of Mai. They're both. It's the same color palette too. Like it's the same look. Like you literally have Maki. You just pick this character, and then you swap her in here. Like you wouldn't even know the difference. You know, like I know Maki's not as popular, but look at how good they've redesigned certain characters in like SF5 and through the years, right? Like they're good at it. They can clearly make them enjoyable, right? Like literally swap Maki, and then for Terry, like I don't know, pick. I'm gonna say pick Vega, obviously. Exactly, like literally, the whole setting of World Tour is in Metro City. Why the fuck is there not a single like Final Fight character in the roster? There's no Guy, there's no Cody, there's no Carlos, even Lucia. Like put Lucia back in, put Lucia instead of Terry. You know, like what the fuck. The more, oh my god, I feel so stupid because like I'm getting angrier the more I think about it. Like the more I think about this kind of reveal, the more angry and rageful I feel. Like I feel like one of those stupid people that just react angrily to video game stuff. But I'm really trying not to be, because I'm sure when they come out they'll play cool, they'll feel good, all that sort of stuff, right? Like I don't know. This feels like something you do like several seasons into the game's life. This is not something you do, you know, year two. And I can understand there's reasons for it. There's clearly a reason for it. But man, this feels bad as an SF5, as a Street Fighter fan. Because, like, I love the characters in the Street Fighter universe. And they're literally telling me, no, our characters aren't good enough. We need to sell Terry and Mai. And not only that, like, you're gonna force them, and I'm not saying this is not gonna work, but like you're now gonna force them into a new type of system that they're not known for. Like you're gonna give, I don't know if you guys never played Fexel. Some of you, like Wavy, you know, Terry is a fucking monster in games. He's not main. I mean, even KOF 15, Terry is a monster before he got nerfed. He's still kind of crazy good, but like Terry in Fexel is like the best character in the game. Like hands down, like no debate whatsoever. And even when he got mildly nerfed and other characters got buffed, it didn't fucking matter because he's so good. So I guarantee you, depending on the minor adjustments they make to Terry, and it doesn't matter if his rising tackle is a charge or not, like Terry will be the best character in the game, hands down. Have you ever been more hyped too because people have been waiting for so long? Yeah. Doesn't it make sense? Because he's literally in Metro City, you know? Like, Mai's going to be whatever. Like, I'm sure she's going to be annoying. I don't know how... Like, if they make them play like KOF characters, that's going to be more of a problem. Because, like, I doubt they're going to do stuff like short hops and that kind of thing. Like in Smash and Fexel, they force them into that system. And again, like these characters have like iconic moves, so I don't think it's like they're gonna make it not work, but it's just like I don't get why. SF6 is already super popular. Like now's that time to put characters like if you guys saw my tweet, I wanted to have Bison, someone like El Fuerte, Vega and Sodom. You know, Sodom has still never been put back inside a Street Fighter game outside of the Alpha series, and he's pretty interesting. Like gameplay wise, he plays kind of like a brawler. He has like some grappling moves. He's a good poking character, right? And I feel like giving him a redesign, somewhat like what they did with Birdie, they could totally flesh him out and make him really interesting and cool. But like Terry's been in so many games that we've seen the limits of what they can redesign and do, and he's literally gonna be in another Fatal Fury game. Like it's like why? It's even more confusing for the general audience. You know what I mean? Oh fuck! Like and again, this is just like my initial impression of it. Like I'm sure, again, it's gonna be cool when it comes out. I'm sure they'll play fun. Pretty much every character I've tried in Street Fighter 6 has at least been fun or interesting or have cool stuff. The neutral is what I'm not the biggest fan of, but like functionally, like combo wise and stuff, like there's definitely interesting stuff to play with. So I'm sure when these characters drop, they're gonna be just as fun as all the other ones I've tried. So the story doesn't matter. Yeah, but the thing is, like, story does matter. That's the thing. Story does matter. Like, if you guys don't know this, I used to be a huge story nerd for Street Fighter. Like, I think after Street Fighter 5, I stopped. I haven't even finished World Tour or done any of the character stories, so I have no idea what happens to them. The Capcom Street Fighter story is kind of a mess, and the Udon comics do a pretty damn good job actually of like kind of normalizing the timeline. But the actual in-game representation of their stories is like such a jumbled mess that if you take one character's endings and story as fact, there's other instances where certain characters have contradicting endings and storylines. I think SF5 they kind of kept it pretty good, but yeah, if you're basing off the old Alpha series, there's a lot of stuff that happens that's like not canon and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys are curious, definitely watch the or read the Udon comics, the ones that came out I think almost 10 years ago now, probably more than that. Yeah, so I'm curious to see gameplay. I hope Bison plays kind of like a mix of his SF5 version. Like man, think about Terry a low projectile power wave. You drive rush behind it with like dashing heavy kick or something, and then where are you going? You can't jump. You can't, like, I don't even know if they're gonna make it a low or not. Right, same with Maya. She throws her fan, drive rush behind it, free pressure, and she also has like, if you guys don't know, she has fucking crazy anti-zoning options. She has like her B dive, so she jumps into the air and like basically is a dive kick, but like with her head first, and you can combo off of it if it hits in other games. So I think you can super cancel for most of it, and then if you EX it, you can get a slight juggle. So yeah, she's gonna be a fucking monster to deal with it. And then Elena, like, I don't know what they do with her, but don't give her healing with drive meter, and I think she'd be okay. I don't know how she's popular, to be honest. I don't know. I don't get it personally, but I'm sure they'll make her cool. Yeah, so I think final thoughts. I'm pretty disappointed. We'll wait and see for gameplay. I might change my mind, but I doubt I'll feel differently. Like, I would feel better if there were better picks, but I think, honestly, I'll load up some Street Fighter, but I think what this does is basically just bring more casuals in.